Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Whistle Pig Palace. And we are sorry. We haven't been posting, mostly because we are now docked outside of Kansas City, Missouri.
She says docked because we're really at a lake house. We did dock.
But before we got here, we went to Springfield, Illinois, and we want to show you what we did there.
So this is incredibly delicious where we had breakfast. It's right outside of Lincoln's old house. And it is an old house, turned bakery. So they have pastries, they've got savory breakfast. And I didn't order any tea with my breakfast. But there were literally a couple cheating on their spouses behind us.
That was the tea.
That was the tea.
And my breakfast had lots of lettuce, and I regret this photo.
Mine was a croissant. It was amazing.
Next, we visited the National Historic Site of Lincoln's home. We went on the tour. So it's free. It was his descendants' requirement that no one should ever have to pay to visit. So you go to the visitor center, you get a ticket, and then everyone walks together on the tour to his old home. And it's cool because they have photos outside that like Lincoln was outside of this home. His son was the one that gave it to charity, so there was only one owner. They go through the living rooms. This is what it looked like when he lived there.
This is me shaking Abe Lincoln's hand.
Okay, he touched the same railing.
And I also touched the railing.
His wife liked real crazy, wild wallpaper, and she also loved her stove. She wanted to take it with her to Washington.
This is Portillo's. It is a chain. They're famous for their Chicago dog. We've been to one before. But this one was super cool. It was Route 66 themed. The food, not so cool. We didn't even take pictures of the food that we ate because it just wasn't great. But one thing that never fails is the cake shake.
Okay, so this is what it's supposed to look like. So this is why I like to go there. You're supposed to get the hot dogs, and you're supposed to get the beef sandwiches, and it's delicious. But this cake shake, they literally zhuzh an entire piece of chocolate cake into a shake, and it is amazing. Emily doesn't love it, but I do.
Now, before Lincoln moved to Springfield and started practicing law, where he lived was this little town called New Salem. And so you can actually go there. It's just north of Springfield, and they have it all set up to look just exactly like it did when Lincoln lived there. So they have all these little cabins, and they have people making old foods in them.
Oh, Marmot loved that. Marmot got in line at the bakery.
Yeah, and she was not leaving until we stopped in the bakery. But the fall colors, too. Look at those.
We can't talk about these freaking fall colors
I
anymore.
can't help it. We've been through 4 months of fall. We've been following the weather, y'all.
But this was free also, and we could bring our dogs. So we enjoyed walking around with, every other family in Springfield. The final stop on our Lincoln tour was Lincoln's tomb. His wife said that he would have hated all of this, all the fanfare, like look at that giant pinnacle. But you can see where he was laid to rest. Is that crazy or what?
Obed and Isaac's best brewery in St. Louis.
It's in Springfield, Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we went to every single one. We went to Buzz Bomb.
And Springfield Brewing Company.
And none of them had patios like this. They were great. Speaking of St. Louis, after we left Springfield, we found our happy place. This is Bar K. They have an indoor, outdoor dog play area, a restaurant, a bar, and a workspace. One day while we were in St. Louis, it rained, and so we took the dogs here, and they played all day and got all of their energy out. They even had live music that one night.
Yeah, it was great. So as mentioned, this is our last video of Season 1.
Aww.
Stay tuned for Season 2. As you can see here, we're busy planning our route, so we want to start February of next year in Arkansas.
And make it all the way to Maine.
Yeah, that's our goal. Big goals. But we'll start posting next time for Season 2.